Such a pleasure and once again an honor to be able to come on live this Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time Zone to share my thoughts about how to grow your events business. If you are joining me today on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, say hi, especially for those of you who's joining me on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Make sure that you type your name so I'm able to see your name instead of saying YouTube subscriber or LinkedIn or Facebook user. Thank you so much for joining me once again every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time Zone for our live tutorial. If you're joining me the very first time, my name is May Yo Silvers. I am the owner of M2 Hospitality, a multiple six-figure profit event planning company, and also the founder, event mentor, and coach for events for anyone, where we provide a mentorship program called the Unstoppable Eventrepreneur to help event planners, designers, and decorators to start and grow their event planning company or events business into a six-figure profit business, hopefully. All right. So today we're going to talk about the 5 valid reasons that many business owners, and in this case, I'm going to say eventrepreneurs because my niche is in the events field. The 5 valid reasons that they give to themselves for their slow business growth. And every single of these 5 valid reasons, and I say valid and I put an air quote, is because they are valid, but that should not stop you from your business growth. And today's tutorial, I'm going to give you suggestions, solutions to every single of those valid reasons that you give yourself for slow business growth. How do we overcome these obstacles? Okay, so get ready, your pen and your paper, to write down these solutions. Now, valid reason number 1. Okay, as I'm going along, if you don't think that I've covered the most common reasons, you can also put it inside the chat or the comments, regardless whether you're on YouTube, LinkedIn, or Facebook or Instagram. Okay, so the very first reason, and they're not in accordance to frequency, but I did not rank them in any particular order. So I just pick 5 most common ones that I hear all the time, and I'm going to talk about them today. So one of the most common valid reasons that I hear all the time from business owners in the events field, not just in the events field, but in general, business owners. But again, my niche is in the events field. So I'm going to say event planners, designers, and decorators, that they are not experiencing the growth that they want in their business. One of the reasons is they are dedicating their time for their families and friends, their loved ones. Okay. So basically, what they're saying is, after taking care of or being present for their family and friends, their loved ones, there is not much time left or energy left at the end of the day to work on their business. And it's okay for them that the business is growing slowly or have minimal growth because they put their family first. Okay, putting their loved one first, therefore they do not have the additional time and energy to work on their business, which then result in their slow in the growth of the business. 100% support you in being present for your loved ones. I am not saying you should not be present. You should be. However, there are ways around it. Okay. This is probably, I would say, the most common reason that a lot of eventrepreneurs share with me, that they are okay with the slow growth in business because they put their family first. I would say that if you have life-changing circumstances, such as there is a death in the family, there is a uh, uh, a new member in the family. So just gave birth to a baby, or there's a death in the family. So there's a lot of arrangements that you need to take care of, the afterlife arrangements, or someone is very, very sick in the family and you are the 24/7 caregiver. Now, those are extreme circumstances that definitely will put a halt in the growth of your business because your priorities have changed completely. So you have to readjust your schedule, okay, and your energy to take care of this kind of life-changing circumstances. But if it's not these life-changing circumstances, it's just a regular life, day-to-day activities, and you feel that you're constantly being pulled away from your own schedule or your business schedule to work on your business in order to take care of these errands or be there for your loved ones, okay, be it friends or family, then we really need to take a second look at how you are managing your time. Now, before we go into managing your time, let's talk about, let's nip the problem in the bud. Before you start your business, okay, before you decide to start your business, the people that you need to speak with are your loved ones. It's not like you want to start a business and then you start a business without talking to anybody. Why do I say that you have to talk to somebody, especially your loved ones? Because you need to understand. And for those of you who are thinking to start a business, I need you to pay attention to this particular point. If you're thinking to start a business, it is not just you alone who's involved in the whole process. It's going to take the entire village to give you the support to grow your business. Okay, starting is not a problem. It's growing that is the most grueling part that many do not succeed. So in order for you to already have a path that can almost guarantee success, you must first have a conversation with your loved ones, be it your immediate community, that means people who live under the same roof, your loved ones, the people who are important in your life and who takes up time in your life, your husband, your partner, your spouse, your children, your in-laws, your BFF who's super needy, okay? These are the people that you need to talk to about your intention to start a business and what you foresee is coming along the way that is required of you to be fully present in your business. Therefore, you cannot be at two places at one time, and you will require them to step in to pick up some responsibilities, and that includes your children, okay? To pick up some responsibilities and to be less dependent on you. And this is the time that you really have to look at your daily schedule. What do you actually do every single day that is not directly on you, as in like it's not for you, but for other people, such as picking up the children, running errands, doing housework, doing cooking, cleaning, whatever, anything that is relating to your day-to-day life that needs to happen. And right now you are the person who is doing it. You have to start looking at what are those things that can automate, delegate, and delete. This is the one thing that I learned. I'm so grateful for my business coach who has taught me to really audit my daily activities and ask myself, which of these things can I automate, delegate, and delete? Okay, automate is the business part. So delegate, who can I delegate picking up after school for my daughter? Who can I delegate this for certain days of the week can do that and not me? And what can I delete? Do I have to clean the house myself? Can I delete this task, or can I delegate this task to someone else? Do I really need to do this? Can I delete this activity 100%? So these are the activities, these are the conversations that you must have before you even start thinking of starting a business, because this is a conversation that you need to sit down with your close ones and say that, okay, this is how my day looks like. And when I start my business, I'm going to have to do networking events. I'm going to have to visit vendors, venues. I need to be offsite. I need to be in front of the computer. And there's only this much time in a day. And right now, my day is dedicated to all these things that is not just myself, but it involves all of you. Do you think you can help to chip in for a couple of hours a week, a day, so that I can gain back some of my time to start my business? This is a conversation that you must have before you even start your business. Or you have already started your business and you know that this is the ramp up time for your business, or this is the do or die time to really give that push for your business. And this is a conversation that you must have with your loved ones to seek their understanding, to seek their support. Because if you think that you can build your business just by being by yourself, that's not going to happen. Okay, I'll be very honest with you. It can happen if you have a team and you hire somebody to do the things that you have to do for your business so that you can be somewhere else. Are you at a spot, or are you in a position right now in your business to be able to have the resources to do that? Probably not, if you're just starting your business. Okay, so the solution to this is to set boundaries, is to have conversation with your loved ones so that they know what is to come for them, not just for you, and what's required of them in order for you to succeed. Therefore, they need to be aligned and support your goals. So your end goal should be their end goal as well. So it's not just for you, it's for them too. You're building this business not just for you, it's for everybody in your immediate community, because everybody is going to reap the fruits of your labor. Okay, so that is the solution for valid reason number one. Okay, so do not say that you are not putting your family first. You're definitely putting your family first, but this is a conversation like, when do you need to step back and when do you need to show up, right? I have that conversation with my daughter all the time, right? My husband is super understanding, but as a child, they do not understand. So I will say that, hey, listen, this week Mama is going to be away. This week Mama is going to be spending a lot more time on the computer because I'm launching a new product, or I have a big project coming on. I have an event that I have to plan. So I'm going to be spending a lot more time on the computer. So you got to be a little bit more self-reliant on doing your homework, doing your revision. And grandma is going to pick you up after school. Grandma is going to pick you up from aftercare, or taking you to aftercare, or your extracurricular activities. She needs to understand that. And then I also explain to her, by doing this, what is the result that I'm going to get? What is the fruits of the labor we're going to get? So the fruits of the labor is we will have more money, or Mama will have a lot more time after this to spend with you. So she understands that there's a cause and effect. Okay, all right. And this is also something that if you set the boundaries and you have asked for help, you cannot feel bad about asking for help, and you cannot feel bad by saying no. Because if you feel bad, then you're neither here nor there, because you are not there with your family and you're here in your business, but then your mind is with your family. But when you're with your family, you start worrying about the time that you do not have time left to work on your business. So you cannot be neither here nor there. Once you make a decision, you need to be fully present. Okay? All right? So that's valid reason number one. So another reason that I get all the time for slow growth is I don't have the money to grow the business, right? I don't have the money to grow the business. Now, let's have an honest conversation. This is some tough love is coming in, okay? You don't have the money to grow the business. So you have to ask yourself, what do you need the money for? If you say that you're going to need the money to pay a paid leads platform like Wedding Wire and The Knot, or you're going to pay for ads so that you're running ads, or you're going to hire a social media manager to do your social media because you don't have the time to do that, then I'm going to have to ask you to look at your credit card statement. I'm going to ask you to look at what you're paying every month. And you're going to ask yourself, is this a need or a want? Is this a need or a want? I have got event planners, designers in my community, inside my mentorship program, who actually deleted cable, okay? Cable TV. They deleted cable TV. They downgraded their phone plan. They also adjusted how many times they go out to eat and how many times they do their nails, their hair, in order to find the additional funds that they know is going to help them gain some momentum in their business, either by hiring a social media manager or a virtual assistant or reinvesting that money into a software or paying for leads. Okay? So you have to ask yourself, is this a need or a want? Then, if you have decided that whatever I spend is all mandatory needs, there's no wants there, there's no desires, kudos to you. You are extremely frugal, and I applaud you for that. The next thing that is going to happen is, okay, there's no more money to be saved because you don't have enough money for extra funds, and you're not spending any extra money because you don't have any to begin with. So sweat equity. Since you don't have money, then it's all sweat equity. Then you have to start looking at what are the activities that you can do that does not require money. When it does not require money, it's going to require your time. Or you can do a barter trade. Okay. So if let's say you know a social media manager who's very good and who's very tech savvy, then you can trade your services for her to do some work for you, or a VA. So maybe you can say that I can plan your party for free, but I need you to work X number of hours for me every single month. So you barter, right? Or you choose activities that can still grow your brand, your visibility, that doesn't cost money. There are many free networking events that you can attend. And why I call it sweat equity? Because money buys time. Money buys shortcut. If you don't have the money, it means you have to put in sweat equity, which is your time and your effort, which relates to point number one, which is you need to set boundaries with your loved ones and say no to your loved ones so that you can gain back the time that you had dedicated to them all this time, that you really do not need to be there every single time. Somebody can take care of those daily errands, and now you gain back some of this time, and then you can use your sweat equity to take care of sales and marketing activities that you cannot afford to pay someone to do, or cannot afford to pay to get some momentum. Okay? It's a give and take situation. The problem that I see is when they gain back the time, you know what happens? They do not use those time to do what they have to do for their business. They goof off. So they go do something else that is not directly related to sales outreach. Therefore, whatever time you gain back from having a conversation with your loved ones, okay, or you pay somebody else to do the job, and those time that you gain back, you did not use those time to grow your business. You use it somewhere else that is not extremely productive. So this is something that you need to think about as well. Okay. So when you say you don't have the money, is it really, really true? And for those of you who are thinking to start a business and you don't think that you want to make all those sacrifices in terms of using sweat equity or taking away time from your family, then you need to be ready to have some extra funds to invest in your business when you start your business. Therefore, do not quit your full-time job at this time. You need to know how much money you need to leave. That means to pay your mandatory bills. And then how much money you want to set aside as capital, as working capital for your business. And once you have soaked up enough of those extra funds, then you start your business. Then you will not have this challenge. For valid reason number 2, I don't have the money. Okay? So the next reason, valid reason number 3, is I don't have enough skills. I'm not as skillful as the person down the street who's able to do a lot more things than myself. Therefore, I'm losing leads. Okay. Remember last week I talked about how much experience do you need in order to start your business, right? You start a business based on the skills that you currently have already. And you need to have at least 3 to 5 portfolios or designs in order to be able to give variety to your potential clients. Okay. Your skills is constantly being built. And it's not because you don't have enough skills. If you get a lead who's asking you to do something that you already know how to do, but in addition, they have additional requests that you do not have the skill set to do it, what did I suggest you to do last week? I said, make sure you have a solid list of vendors who are able to do the other things that you can do at this time because you don't have the skill set. So when you get a lead who's asking you to do a backdrop, which you already have the skill set, and they also need floral centerpiece, which you do not have the skill set at this time to do that, what can you do? You can subcontract out that particular part of that job to a florist, but you manage that vendor. Your client doesn't need to know that you don't know how to do. So do not say that you cannot take on this business or you lose this business because you don't have all the skills necessary. I don't have all the necessary skills to do every single event. That's why I have a very good list of vendors that I know can substitute or can subsidize those areas that I'm not good at or I do not have the skill set at this point in time. So that is not, in reality, not a valid reason at all. This is a limiting belief that you have, and I need you to move past that. All right? So valid reason number 4. What else can you think of? Valid reason number 4 is there is not enough high-paying clients in my community. Okay? There's not enough high-paying clients in my community. Oh, I get that all the time. Like nobody's willing to pay. So I'm going to ask you, okay? Have you looked around before you start your business? Have you looked around to see what is the market rate that people are paying for the business that you want to launch? If you say that you want to start an event decorating business, which is to do balloon installation, have you checked out the market rate to see what people are paying to the existing supplier right now? That means your competition, okay? What is the market rate? If the market rate is way below what you want to charge after you have calculated how much you need to make or how much you need to charge in order to make the income that you want to make, the market rate is way below, then something is wrong. You do not have a market to support your income level. If you do not have the market to support your income level, the money that you want to charge, then you need to reevaluate. Do you want to launch your business in this particular market where there is a market ceiling of how much people are paying? Are you being overly aggressive with your income based on what is the market rate? Am I saying that you shouldn't charge what you want to charge? Absolutely not. Maybe the market rate, everybody is being lowball. So if you decide to stick to your market rate, okay, to attract a high-paying client, you have to ask yourself, what can I propose? How am I going to do things different? What is different about me that other people can see the value that I bring and therefore will be willing to pay the high-paying fees? Okay, so this is a very slippery slope. If you decide to get on it, you constantly have to innovate and differentiate yourself. And if you're starting your business, that will be a hard bump to get over. And if you do see that there are high-paying clients, but the percentage is very small, and I will tell you, in every market, there's always that 1% who will pay more for that particular service with that particular planner or designer. There's always that 1%, because that 1% supplier, okay, is able to differentiate himself or herself from the rest of the competition or the market and boldly ask for that price. And that 1% in that market, the buyers, is able to see the difference that this 1% supplier is providing, that they're willing to pay that high paying fees. So there's always going to be that 1% high paying client. It's your job to decide whether you want to go for the 1% or you want to go for the 99%, which is mass market, which you're also competing, air quote, with the rest of the market. And then you're going to ask yourself, do I want to charge the market rate like everybody else? Am I okay with this income level? So this is a conversation that you need to have even before you launch your business. Okay, not after you launch your business, then you complain there's no high-paying clients. All right. So the very last reason, which is my market is too small. I live in a small town. There's not enough business to go around. So my question to you is, did you realize that after you start your business? Don't you think that this is something that you should be doing your research before you start your business? Is there even enough demand for the business that you want to launch before you decide that I want to launch my business in this small town? Yes or no? Right? If your town is that small and there is not enough demand out there to even consider to provide this service in order for you to make money, why would you even launch in that small town? Don't do it. Don't start a business. I'll be honest with you. If it doesn't make sense, don't do it. And if there are people who are already in that small town providing that service and they are still in business because they are monopolizing the market, that means whatever demand that is out there right now, this small percentage of suppliers, your AKA your competitors, are already monopolizing the market, then you have to ask yourself, even before you start your business, do I want to compete with these people and take over the market or share the market with them? This is the conversation that you need to have before you even launch your business. Okay? So if you have come to the conclusion that there's enough business for everybody, even though my town is very small, there's still a demand for it, and I'm willing to go toe to toe with those people who are already in the market and try to gain some of the market share, then you have to do your homework and understand the pricing structure. Are you okay with how much this existing limited demand is willing to pay? Are you willing to accept that money? What are you going to be doing any different from the existing supplier so that you can take away some of their market share? So these are hard conversations that you have to have with yourself before you start a business. So when someone tells you, oh my God, you have all this talent, you're so good in what you do, planning a party, planning an event, and decorating and designing. Yes, you have the talent. The talent itself is undeniable, but there's more than just talent that is required to start and grow a business. Starting a business is really not that difficult, okay? Because you have the passion to execute the service delivery. You have the talent to execute the service delivery. But to start to grow a business requires all these business talks, okay? Business talks and business thoughts and evaluation and auditing the market, check and reviewing the market, auditing yourself, your existing skill set, resources, and also understanding the journey that you're going to take. Which path are you going to take? Then, once you make the decision, this is a decision that I am going to partake, which is to start my business. I understand that is limited market demand. That is only the one person who will pay the high fees. I'm willing to go toe to toe with the existing suppliers, or I'm willing to do something very different to go for that 1%. I'm willing to have a conversation with my loved ones to set boundaries. I'm willing to do sweat equity in order to not have to make sacrifices in terms of doing my hair, my nails, eating out. Or I don't have the funds, I'm willing to do the sweat equity, and I'm going to just market my existing skills right now to gain the leads and to convert them into clients. Then go for it. These are the conversations and realization and acceptance that you must have before you decide to launch a business. Okay? This tutorial today is, I joke, it's a tough love session. It's an honest conversation with yourself session and with your loved ones session. So think about all these questions before you decide whether this is the path that you want to go. Okay? All right, so before I go, have a small announcement to make. We are running a promotion. Okay, we're not running a promotion. This is an existing promotion that Honeybook is extending to all their put new subscribers. If you decide to sign up with Honeybook, which is the platform that helps you with scheduling appointments, with responding to inquiries, to doing proposals, contracts, invoice, client management portal, basically an all-in-one, a robust system compared to when I previously sent out an email about rock, paper, coin. The Honeybook is more robust and more complete. If you are looking for a platform that is able to do all that, Honeybook right now, as an educator for Honeybook, you get 50%, 50% if you sign up with Honeybook as a new subscriber for your very first year, regardless whether it's an annual plan or a monthly plan. Okay, 50%. I do not know how long this promotion is going to last by Honeybook. So if you want to grab my affiliate link to get 50% for your very first year of subscription, make sure you do it as soon as possible before they decide to take it off. All right. So, and if you could be so kind, just drop it inside IG, drop it inside Facebook. So our members, and also in YouTube later, so that our members are able to get it at 50% before Honeybook decide to revert it to 30%, which is the discount that you get if you use my affiliate link. Thank you so much for your time today. I hope that I have given you some insight on the hard conversations that you have to have yourself in order to build a business that's profitable and sustainable. Thank you, everybody. And know that next week I will not be doing any live because I will be on my last summer vacation with my family. So we'll be dropping a video next week, and I will be talking about the real wealth you get when you build a business with intention. And I share with you inside that video, how do I build my business with intention so that I'm able to get the real wealth in all aspects. Thank you so much, everybody. Talk to you again 2 weeks later. Bye.